living in Philadelphia means I have mice in my home. It comes with the deed. And on the lease, it's my wife and I and 17 mice. You're going to roll your eyes at this, but my wife and I were animal lovers, so we don't have the traps that kill the mice. Thank you. But we have the traps that trap the mice, and then you drive them 7.5 miles away because apparently someone drove them 7 and they came back. One of the most degrading trial and error situations, I would imagine. So you rehome them. You rehome the mice. That's what you do. And it's weird. I've been working my entire life to become a professional stand-up comedian, and now it turns out I'm just an Uber for varmints. That's what I put on my taxes. Uber for varmints. I have 20,000 dependents spread throughout the city. They say it's the humane thing to do, though, not to kill them. What they don't tell you is how weird you look when you drive into a random neighborhood, get out of your car, and then just release mice into it. Be free! I did the other day while a school was getting out, and this little girl turns to her dad, and she goes, "Oh my God, Daddy, is that a wizard?" Because no, he's more of a male witch if you get to know him, actually. That's more of his vibe. I've been going down to this place called the Jersey Shore a lot since I moved back to the East Coast. If you don't know what it is, it's like the beach where people from Philly and New York go. And there's a place in particular that I've been going. It's called Ocean City, New Jersey. And yes. And I've been going, like, that's going to have to be cut out, what I just did. We can't have it. Oh. They blur it out, you know, get so humiliated. Like, oh! My apologies to the editor of this special. I apologize. So I've been going down to Ocean City, New Jersey a lot, and they had this issue where this is a real thing. Seagulls were dive bombing people on the boardwalk, and they were knocking food out of their hands and knocking hats off ladies' heads. So the local government in Ocean City, New Jersey, their solution to this, after much deliberation, was to hire a birds of prey company to release hawks into the air to go to war with the seabirds. What the f***? That was your solution? And one of my favorite things to witness in life is this thing that I call the I f***ed up at work walk, where you messed up at your job and you have to tell your boss, and you're not going to get fired, but he's going to be a real piece of about it. So you're kind of just trudging, you know, you're bummed out. And I saw a guy doing that on the boardwalk, and I will paint a colorful description as to what this man looked like. In his one hand, he had a little hood. How little? You might be wondering? A hood so little it would fit perfectly on a hawk's head. And on his other hand, he had a big, scary, thick leather glove going up to his shoulder. And this next part, I feel like I actually don't have to say because you're probably already picturing it in your head, but just in case I'm missing some people, long gray ponytail down his back. You saw it? We saw it. We all saw it. And this guy's trudging, and he goes up to his boss, who looked exactly like him, except his long gray ponytail was like 6 inches longer, you know, to show rank. Excuse me. And our first guy, he goes up to his boss and goes, I messed up! And his boss goes, what happened? And he goes, I lost the bird! And his boss goes, how do you lose a bird? And I go, may I interject? It's a bird. I would imagine, is it the wings? Did it use its wings? Its God-given wings? Oh, okay, it flew away, you idiot. That's how. I'm not a business expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I would imagine part of the risk assessment when you open up a hawk company. Some of them are gonna fly away. They're gonna fly away. Hey, you lose a bird. Oh my God, it hit me over the head with a fish, stole my iPhone, hailed an Uber, and drove away.
Yeah, I don't feel old, but I did recently identify a bird, and that doesn't seem good. Is that a whippoorwill? Why do I care? And why do I have binoculars? I got into bird watching over the pandemic, went down to Central Park. At first I did it ironically. I was like, I'm so alone. 2 hours later, I'm like, Martha, look at that owl. Gorgeous. She's like, that's a robin. I'm like, I'm new. New kid on the block. But that is gorgeous. And I actually met a professional bird watcher. He gives birding tours, and I said, that sounds like a fun job. And he goes, well, you get a lot of egos. In bird watching? And he explained that people will brag about how many birds they've identified in their career. And the best part is how they verify they've seen a bird is they just say that they did. So I've seen every bird. Prove I haven't. All 10,000. Oh yeah? Where'd you see the cinnamon-breasted toady tyrant? Asheville. They only live in Tasmania. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, weird. Here? Check. But if you ever meet an arrogant birder, you could actually have more fun if you went too low with your number. If they're bragging, just be like, I've only seen 2. Well, you've seen more than 2 birds. I wish. Yeah, it's just been pigeons and crows for me. It's super bad at it. How long have you been bird watching? 4 years. I don't know if I'm looking in the wrong places or what. I've seen chicken nuggets, but that doesn't count. I don't know. I like what PETA's doing. They're trying to remove animal violence from figures of speech. They want us to stop saying kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and they want us to replace it with feed 2 birds with 1 scone. And that's so sweet. And I could almost see it meaning sort of the same thing. And I want all of us to implement it immediately. The next chance you have, no explanation. Hey, while you're grabbing gas, could you grab some milk as well? Feed 2 birds with 1 scone. What? Just grab some milk with the gas, would you? 2 birds, 1 scone. But birds, a lot of them are gluten intolerant, so if you feed 2 birds 1 scone, you could kill 2 birds with 1 scone. Yeah. The violence remains. And I spend a lot of time in coffee shops. I know I didn't need to say that out loud to you, but I do. And scones will get rock hard about 2 hours after they were fresh. So you could even kill two birds with one stone style as well. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I mean pet a cat. More than one way to pet a cat, this way and that. Tail and back. Whiskers. You can kill a bunch of birds if you have one cat. Mm-hmm. You sure can. You sure can.
Got an Uber today, got in the car. First thing the guy says to me is like, do you mind if I talk to a friend? And I'm a normal guy, right? So I said, of course. And thank you for considering me a friend. We had the best conversation. It was so good. He was speaking Urdu and I responded in English. It was a beautiful cultural exchange. He kept doing this. I'm like, that must be a cultural gesture. So I did this. Thank you. But no, I'm good. I've been doing well. I've been cooking a lot. So good. I learned to cook online, right? But I think it's so special that recipes that used to be passed down from generation to generation. I think that's so special. So I got to tell my kids that my grandfather passed me down Jamie Oliver's superfood pasta. Tell them that Jamie Oliver's a province in China. We're from the Jamie people. I've been cooking, I've been eating at other people's houses, diversify the portfolio, you know. I was at a friend's house eating dinner and he cooked this lamb shoulder and it took him 2 days to cook this lamb shoulder and he was bragging about it. I didn't even know that was something you could brag about, like the amount of time it took you to prepare the meal. But I found it to be quite a good excuse to serve my guests leftovers. Oh, this is a 24-hour stir fry. This pizza's been dry aged for 7 days. Good stuff. I love food. I am a foodie. Guilty. Love food. I love coffee as well. Big coffee head. A couple of fans of coffee. Nice. I love coffee, but I reckon coffee culture's gone nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it's gone too far. Because there's coffee places everywhere. Like, I saw a coffee place in a rock climbing gym. I'm like, surely that's too far. Yeah. There's a coffee place at my local library. I saw a woman order a triple shot latte. I'm like, what book are you trying to read? Must be pretty tough. Anyway, I was getting a coffee from my mechanics and... Mechanics are like the last profession that there's no regular retail price, right? There's no sign behind them telling you how much it's going to cost. You can't just Google how much a service is, right? It's just numbers swirling around in their mind. Only they know on any given day how much they're going to fleece you. I don't know if you can tell this just by looking at me, but I'm not a pushover. That's not a funny bit. Got a great deal out of this guy. 2 tyres, $7,000. So. He did upsell me though. I reckon he upsold me. I don't think I needed the second tyre. I just went in for a latte. This mechanic, he kept saying the word roughly, right? He's like, it's roughly quite a big job. It's roughly going to take 1 to 2 days. Like, he kept saying the word roughly, and he got so in the habit of saying it that he started saying it when he was asking for my details. He was like, roughly, what's your phone number? I'm like, if you want a ballpark, it's about $500 million. Coffee's too strong. This stuff, it's too strong. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day, coffee used to be nice. You could drink coffee in the morning and go to sleep the same night. Like, you could even drink it at night time. Like, you could whip up a blend 43. watch a couple of episodes, and then sink into the night, you know? Nowadays, I have a sip of coffee and I get anxiety and diarrhea. I see my barista and my guts flinch. Having a panic attack in the coffee store, I don't know. There's no drink that's as relaxing as coffee gets you G'd up. Someone's trying to tell me that it was chamomile tea, but chamomile tea sucks. Chamomile tea tastes like if water got wet. I don't know, maybe I'm being harsh. I like the scent of it. I've been using this new chamomile shampoo. Relaxing chamomile flavour. It's good stuff. I was using it for the first time. It's going so well. But then a bit of it got into my eye. And it stung a lot. But I was calm throughout the whole thing. I was like... I don't know. I don't understand it because people ask me to meet for a coffee. They're like, "Let's go meet for a coffee." I don't understand that because what I'm hearing is, "Let's go do a poo poo." You know what I mean? It's a 1 hour meeting. We've only got a half an hour of face to face time. We're both paying in the toilets for 15 minutes each. All right, I don't know about that one. There was a big foodie during lockdown. Gained quite a bit of weight. At the end of lockdown, I had to go to the doctors for something else, hemorrhoids. And but at the end of the meeting, he gave me quite a stern warning. He's like, "I'm sorry, but you have to lose 5 kilos if you want to look hot." He said that, and I was trying to figure out how to lose the weight. I was like going on YouTube, and there's all these different ideas about weight loss, and I couldn't like figure out what the correct one was because everyone's like arguing with everyone. And I found this one guy. He's called Carnivore MD, and his whole thing is a meat-only diet. But he reckons it's true because he's lived as a raw vegan for 8 years before that. So in his lifetime, he's had a balanced diet. But it's like, I don't know who to trust. I had to get a personal trainer, and this personal trainer was like, you gotta put down your body goals. You gotta dream big. He's like, think big. What are your body goals? And I was like, I would love to gain 2 foot. My dream to be 5'5". I'm good. I'm doing well. It's New Year, new me. Yeah. It's Chinese New Year. You don't hear about a lot of Chinese New Year resolutions. Hey? Like, I'm going to set off more firecrackers this year. As Chinese New Year just passed, Year of the Tiger. I like the zodiacs in the Chinese New Year. You know how they have all those different zodiacs? Anyone celebrate Chinese New Year? Oh, you do? Are you Chinese or other? Other. Welcome. I'm mucking about. I like the zodiacs, but I think some of them, they sound quite offensive in the Western context. Like, I remember when my dad was introducing like our family to other people, and he'd tell other people our zodiacs. It sounds so rude. He'd be like, "My wife's a pig. My daughter's a dog. And my son's a rat." You know? Anyway, they're all born in the year of the horse. So. It was meant to be a good year, the year of the tiger. It was meant to be a hot one. It was not off to a good start for me. Off to a terrible start, actually. First day of the year of the tiger, I walked back into my house and I caught my housemate washing her dog with my shampoo. I couldn't believe it. It was this relaxing chamomile stuff. It was good stuff. It was expensive. Like, it's the best one at the 7-Eleven. And on the side of the label it was like vegan, organic, no animal testing. I had to call them up. I'm like, it's been tested. He really likes it, you know. You use so much of the shampoo, this guy, you know? I don't know if you know this, but dogs, they got a lot of hair. If you don't believe me, think about this. They got bodies. They don't use body wash. It's all shampoo, you know? You'd be wasting your time making a body wash for dogs. They only service this section. You know how they got that shaved bit? Some of you don't know about dog anatomy, but
Oh, I don't enjoy the bank. I hate going to the bank. I'm always in a rush when I go to the bank. I'm never prepared either. I never have one of those checking deposit slips on me. I have to fill it out there. You start filling it out, you see someone else walk in the bank, you have that little anxiety attack. You're like, no, drop the pen, no, drop it, no. Drop the pen, lady! No, I'm not gonna be last in line because I'm having a problem spelling 13, okay? I hate being the only one in the bank, too. That sucks. You still gotta walk through the ropes. How smart do you feel then, right? Hey! Yeah, hi. Go around, okay, all right. I'm gonna make a deposit when I get to the front area. That's what I'll talk to you in a minute. This is, all right, yeah. They should have a guy handing out cups of water. All right, thank you. All right, good. There better be a hunk of cheese at the end of this maze, I'll tell you that much. I didn't realize this either, but there's a line on the floor at the end of the ropes that you're not allowed to cross unless the bank teller nods you over. If you've ever walked right up to them, they freak out, right? Hey, how you doing? Sir, get back! Sir, get back! You can't come up here yet. I am not ready, sir. We're busy. We will nod you over when we are ready to go. It's even worse at the airport. When you go to the airport, there's like a million ticket agents lined up for like a quarter mile long. I don't like being the next on line there. There's way too much pressure there. Everybody's pumped up. They're all going on vacation. They're all looking at you. Hey, man, you're next. Yeah, I know I'm next. Shut the hell up. I know. You're all worried. Got my luggage. You're all ready. I know where it's going, right? And the ticket agent people are very impatient, right? Next, I'll take the next person. Sir, you're next. Right over here. Sir, I will take you right over here, sir. Sir, right over here. Okay, I don't freaking see you. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. Everybody's pointing. It's over there. It's go there. I don't even know. Where do I go? What's over the other side? Sorry, I didn't know. I don't know where to go. Sir, I'm looking right at you. Okay, that's not helping me. Marco! Then you're so pissed off by the time you get up there, you don't want to go on vacation anymore. Sir, did you pack your own bags? No, I had an Iranian guy named Phil plant a bomb in my ass. I love the questions at the airport because they make you feel real intelligent. Sir, do you know what's in your luggage? I tied a sock around my eyes and I packed with my feet. I'm thinking hot dogs and gunpowder. That's probably it. I like when the ticket agent tells you their job, too. They give you like a play-by-play of what they're doing. Right? It's like you care. You don't know what they're talking about. I was like late for a flight and I gave her my ticket. I was like, here, can you take care of this, please? She's like, let me see what I can do. Okay, your ticket is a code fare basis red. Now what I can try to do, I can try to punch it in as a green. Let me see if this works here. Backspace, backspace, semicolon, capital pee. No, see, it's not accepting it, okay? Because your ticket is a T150-11-6 as it stands right now. Now, what we can try to make it is a T6-15-411, but we will receive... Whatever! I gotta get to the Big Apple, sister! Move it along! Susie with the wings and the hair in a bun, and I'm a vest. Punch it in and shut off. I hate when you're online with like a lot of luggage. That stinks. And then the line only moves like 4 feet. Right? Yeah. Thanks. No, I gotta go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah, okay. Whew, it's a lot of luggage for a little amount of space, isn't it? Oh, we're moving again. We're going again. Okay.
My new fear, now that COVID has subsided, is being pushed onto the subway tracks. I don't know if you guys get our news here in Nashville, you know? The Nashville Tribune or the Nashville Inquisitor. I'm not sure what your paper is called. But we're pushing each other on the subway tracks. And the big problem is you don't know who's gonna push you. If it was one person, we could strategize around that individual, but it could be anybody. And I'll tell you what the answer isn't. Asking each person on the platform if they're thinking about pushing. Because I saw a guy who looked suspicious and I said, "Sir, you don't look right. Are you thinking about pushing?" He goes, "I wasn't before you mentioned it. But to be honest, now that you brought it up, it sounds like it might be refreshing." Yeah, guys, it's pushing season. So I just assumed I'm getting pushed, you know. Every time I'm on the platform, I get in a stance. Knees slightly bent, head on a swivel. You know, good form, getting ready to get pushed. Because I feel like if I get pushed, a lot of the trains are delayed. I can pop back up. Now I'm in that guy's head, you know? So no one talks about the pop-up. You're ready to get pushed, and you get pushed, and you pop back up. It shows that guy I'm resilient, right? He's just gonna push me in front of a train, dog. Am I relating to some of the younger people that way? Maybe, should I say dog at the end of the jokes? It's just, I'm trying to relate to the Gen Zs. So I'm on the platform, knees slightly bent, head on a swivel, ready to get pushed. I see a guy I know, he's a waiter at one of the clubs I work. I go, "Hey man, what's up? How was your pandemic?" He goes, "Pretty good." I go, "Are you going back to work soon?" He goes, "I don't do that anymore. I sell Bitcoin now." He goes, "Do you know what Bitcoin is?" I go, "I don't think anyone actually knows what Bitcoin is." He goes, "Well, let me explain it to you." And about 5 minutes into the explanation, I was like, "I'd rather you just push me onto the tracks." So now I'm taking Lyft, and I know you guys probably don't take Lyft, you know, because you guys have cars. I'm sorry, trucks. I don't like Lyft, you know. I like to put in where I'm going. I want Lyft to give me the price and how long it's gonna take to pick me up. And Lyft initially does that, but then they start negotiating, and I don't like that. They're like, "Hey, Mike, instead of picking you up in 4 minutes, how about we knock $1.75 off and we pick you up in 22 minutes? Would that be cool?" No, Lyft, that would not be cool. I'm in a dangerous neighborhood. I might not be alive in 22 minutes. Well, how about we knock $4 off and we send you a car with a driver who may or may not be drunk? You might have to actually drive. How about we knock $8 off and we just send you a guy, no car? I go, "Is this even Lyft anymore? This feels like Grindr. This feels like a gay hookup app. And I am not gay. But I do love a discount. So I guess it's decision time for me. And how much feedback does Lyft need? I'm flying out of LaGuardia, which is one of our airports in New York. I fly out like at 6 a.m. I get to the airport, my phone's blowing up. I'm like, who's calling me this early? Who's texting me? It's Lyft with a bunch of questions. How was the ride? Rate the driver. Review the ride. Give him a tip. Give him a compliment. I'm like, oh my God. I wanted a ride to the airport. I didn't want to become a foster parent. How much work is this? So I just did it old school, verbally. I go, Farik. His name was Farik. I say to him, I go, Farik, 4 out of 5 stars. You got me to the airport beautifully, but you were yelling at your wife in Farsi the entire trip. And I feel obligated to tell you that yelling is toxic and problematic. It's no longer ethnic. It is now toxic and problematic. Have you guys been flying during the Pandisi? The Pandis? The Pandas. But all my flights have been delayed because they're cleaning and sanitizing the plane. That's what they say. We're cleaning and sanitizing every part of the plane. And it's like, can you get there 15 minutes early to clean and sanitize? They go, no, we're cleaning and sanitizing. That's the reason for our delays. Nobody overslept. We're cleaning and sanitizing every part of the plane. So I get on the plane and I head to the emergency row. That's where I sit. I'm a hero. And there's crumbs in my seat. So I go to the flight attendant. I go, did you clean and sanitize the plane? She goes, we cleaned and sanitized every part of the plane. I go, what'd you clean it with, cookies? And then I was gonna ask for seat reassignment. If you're not comfortable in the emergency row, you guys know that you can do that. You can ask for a seat reassignment. But have you ever asked for seat reassignment? They get real mad. You get more support asking for gender reassignment than you do for seat reassignment. I don't want you to think that I don't follow the rules. I do follow the rules. My problem is when someone is trying to exert power over me. I don't like that. If it's just the rules, I'll follow them. But when someone's trying to exert power, I buck. Example, I'm flying out of John F. Kennedy Airport. It's one of the airports we have in New York. So I'm taking my little bag, you know. I never check luggage. I have 5 outfits like this. So I take my little bag. Before I even get close to the woman, she goes, you're gonna have to check it. You're gonna have to check that. You will have to check it. And I go, but it's my emotional support bag. I have things in there that I need for emotional support. I watch you guys let people take dogs and pigs and chickens onto the plane. I would like to take my emotional support bag on. She goes, sir, that's not real. I go, apparently, miss, you don't know that much about mental health. Because it's very real. Now, I have a letter from my doctor. And I gave her the letter, and she read it, and she goes, this letter is fake. And I go, I know, I'm a liar, that's part of my disability. I need my emotional support bag. I have things in there for emotional support. She goes, there's a metal contraption next to the door. If you can fit your bag in that metal contraption, you could take it on the flight. So I try, guys, like 20 times, and it's not fitting. Yet I know that it will fit in the overhead compartment. This is a setup. So I have to take my bag back to her, defeated. And she goes, I'm very sorry, but like I said, you're gonna have to check your bag. I go, I don't think you are very sorry. I think you're quietly celebrating. And then there was a joke, you know, there was a joke to be made, so I made a joke. I go, I know this is John F. Kennedy Airport, but you're treating me like Lee Harvey Oswald. You know, give her a little shot, give her a little shot. She goes, "Be that as it may, sir. You will have to check your bag." I go, "It's not even my bag. A stranger asked me to bring it onto the flight. And I'm trying to do somebody a solid. And this is what kindness gets at John F. Kennedy Airport?" She goes, "Sir, what's so important that you have to take your bag on? What's in the bag?" I go, "I could tell you, but you're not gonna understand." She goes, "Try me." I go, "Inside the bag is Bitcoin." And she goes, "What's Bitcoin?" I go, "Well, let me explain it to you." And about 5 minutes into the explanation, she was like, "Just get on the plane. Take your stupid bag on the plane."
Don't whisper my name, that's weird. Like, it's weird to whisper in general. Think about it. Unless you're trying to be sexy, you telling a secret or being racist, you should not be whispering. It's weird, like homeless people know to project. Come on, man, let me get $1. Trying to borrow $1. You never see a homeless person just walk up to you, "Let me get $1. I want to borrow $1 so bad, I want to borrow $1. Mama say, mama say, mama say. Here's $1, sir. I don't know why. I don't know why you did Michael Jackson lyrics. You know what Michael Jackson's saying in that song? He's saying, "I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gonna stop. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gonna stop." That's what he's saying. Someone ruined it for me, I'm ruining it for everybody, all right? I was mad too, I was like, what? But all of y'all for years, "Mama say, mom stop. Mama say." Those aren't words, bruh. No one said that in life. Keep on playing, I'm gonna mock you, sir. That's not a thing. People just believe anything they hear, man. Someone told me it was African. I was like, all right, mama say, mama say. I just went along with it. I was like, look at me, I'm bilingual. Mama say, mama. I just went along with it. That's not true. People believe anything they hear. And I know that for a fact because some of y'all believe me just now. And I lied. I made that up, man. I lied. Yeah, I lied. I lie all the time. I'm not even black. Check it out. My name is Jerry. No, I'm black. I'm black. That'd be funny, though, if I did that. I've been black the whole time. I did like a 23andMe and said I was 13% Irish. I was like, what? Where'd that come from? Are you serious? That's weird, you know? I do lie, but I'm not a liar, okay? I do regular lies, you know? I'll say stuff like "on my way," or if I'm on a plane in emergency exit row and the flight attendant's like, "Hey, are you willing and able to sacrifice your life for a bunch of strangers?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm lying. I just want to do this. I'm not about to sacrifice nothing. I want leg room. I'm not about to sit all the way in the back. People scooting their booty past my neck. Excuse me, sorry. I'm so sorry. I just got to get the row 87. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, did I pass it? Okay, here I go. Here's my booty again, stranger. Here's my booty. You ever come back from the restroom on a plane and someone's going to the restroom and you're like, oh, there's no room at all. Like, somebody about to take it to the face. I don't know which side I'm gonna give them, but didn't you skip me a line earlier? You know, you gotta pick and choose so you do it to them. But, yeah, man. Planes are weird, man. They got like, I don't understand why the seats have flotation devices. Like, all of them have flotation devices, but not parachutes, right? Because we're flying over mostly not water. So why are these, they just have flotation devices. I'm bringing a parachute. Next time I go on the plane, I'm bringing another bag. They're like, why you got another bag? Don't worry about me, player. Don't worry about me. People gonna start freaking out. It's turbulence. It's turbulence. They gonna look at me, why aren't you freaking out? I'm like, don't worry about why I'm not freaking out. Where's Mercy X row? Is it over here? Let me see where's the Mercy at. Oh, man. But yeah, man, good to be alive. So, man. Yeah, I was, my mom named me Preacher. She called me Preacher. I didn't think of it. People think I thought of it. I didn't. When I was 2 weeks old, a bunch of people kept telling my mom, they're like, when he gets older, he's gonna be a preacher. He's gonna be a pastor. That's what they seen in me at 2 weeks old. I don't know what I was saying. At 2 weeks old, to give the impression I was gonna be a, what could I say? Goo goo gaga, goo, can I get a wire? You know, I don't know if I was changing my mom's milk into wine. I don't remember, you know, but I'll tell people my name is preacher. Everyone hears preacher and they're like, there's no way he just said preacher. So they start to think of different names on their own. They're like, what's your name? I'm like, preacher. They're like, Richard? I'm like, nope. Clearly started with a P. They're like, Preston? And I'm like, I'm black, okay? You know my name isn't Preston. There's no such thing as a Black Preston. And if there is one, there's one, and it's probably called Black Preston, because that's how it works. I don't make the rules. That's like a white dude named Jamal. He white Jamal. Everybody know that. People get mad at my name. Are you an actual pastor? No, I'm not a pastor. Well, I'm not calling you that. Well, why would I call you that if you're not even blah, blah, blah. All right, don't call me that then. But I got news for you. You know Jesus? He ain't actually Jesus, okay? Dr. Dre, not a doctor. Surprise. Everybody knows that The Rock is a human. I don't know why we're doing this. Preacher's not a weird name. I met some kid named Thevin with a TH. He's like, oh, I'm Thevin. I was like, your mom has a lisp, okay? There's no such thing as a Thevin. It's either her or the doctor's fault. I don't know who said it first. What's his name? Thevin. How many pounds he weigh? Thevin. You don't see the coincidence? I don't want to go to hell. I want to go to Thevin. Like, clearly, she got braces. You can tell that she spit when she talked, because I used to have braces. It flies out your mouth. You can't help it, you know? And you be like, what's up, you know? People get mad at you. I was looking at something earlier. I can't help it. I got braces, you know? Speaking of braces, anybody ever been to London? Because they don't believe in those. That's not a myth. I thought that was a myth, bro. All of them just all look like they in hell grenades at the same time. Like they don't need can openers down there. You understand? Like they just all look like Nigel Thornberry. But I had braces. I had Invisalign braces, which are, because my teeth were jacked up. I mean, I had a regular amount of jacked up. Like, I had gaps. Like, one time, I was eating cereal, and my spoon was missing. I was like, wait a second. This is the third time, so I decided to get some braces. I got Invisalign braces, which are great, because you can't see them, but then you had some people that had regular braces growing up. They get mad at me as if I invented Invisalign braces. Like, you didn't go through the struggle. My lips were bleeding. Nobody cares, bruh. If you had braces growing up, you probably had money, so I don't feel bad for you looking weird at 11. You're supposed to. I just stopped looking like a Pokemon 3 years ago. Let me be happy, man. People trying to catch me. I choose you, preacher, choose. Leave me alone. I'm trying to live my life. You guys laughed at that, but you honestly should have laughed harder. But whatever, it's fine. It's cool. Just gonna ruin my special. That was hilarious, man. You ever see a meme and you're laughing, you're like dying laughing at it. Then you show your friend, they're not laughing. That's how I felt just now. When y'all done laugh at my joke. And I just tried so hard. None of y'all give me that $20, sir. I would never kill myself. I think about it every day. But I'm not gonna, you know. That was dark. Speaking of dark, I'm black. You know, like, I am. I'm black. My whole body's black. Y'all notice that? Except this part. Ain't that weird? This is weird. This is not black. This is very weird. I remember as a kid that they would ask me questions like, why are you white on one side, black on the other? I was like, I don't know. I guess I didn't fully hit my growth spurt. I don't know why it works out though. Anytime I get pulled over, hey, officer, I was. I understand you don't want to give me that loan. Before you say no, I just. No, it just comes in handy. So, that was stupid. That's what it deserved. I was born in Portland, Oregon. That's where I was born. So I think that's where I got it. Because there's no black people in Oregon. There's none. My shadow ain't even black in Oregon. There's like 4 black people. That's not true. There's 3. I left. So there's like 3 black people there. And Portland, Oregon, Portland is the whitest major city in America. And we live in Newburgh, which is like not even, Portland. And they're not, there was no black people at all. And they weren't racist down there. They just didn't like black people. And they was like, the kids weren't racist. The kids, they would always ask me, why you white? They would ask me the questions. But some of the parents, like I remember some of the parents, they were like, you can't play with my kid because you're black. And I'm like, whoa, before you say no, all right? You know, but I was already a weird kid. I was already weird because I had like ADHD, A, B, C, D, E. I had it, you know. I'll be talking about something like squirrel, threw me off, you know. A lot of people think HGTV isn't real, and that's because they don't experience it. So they're like, oh, I think you might be hyper. And I am hyper. They tried to put me on medication when I was a kid. My mom was like, he'll grow out of it. She was wrong. I did not. I grew into it, baby. Became a comedian. But yeah, I was a weird kid, man. I wasn't like I collect rocks. I wasn't like that. I just, you know, I was just kind of like, I don't got a favorite color, you know? I feel like most people don't have favorite colors. Yeah, this lady is particular. She doesn't, she's like, I thought I was the only one. No. You wooed like there was gonna be more people and you were like, wow, oh, only me? Okay, I thought there was more. Okay. Okay, you don't have a favorite color either? Oh, why'd you yell? Oh my gosh. That was wrong, you didn't do it right, but all right. What's your favorite color? Green? Okay, cool. Earth lady. Okay, we get it. We like, he probably clapped. He's like, yeah. You like green? No, I don't have a favorite color. Y'all doing opposites. Now, this is what I feel like. I feel like it depends. What is it for? You know? Because I like wearing yellow because yellow goes good with chocolate. But I'm not about to have a yellow car. You know, like if you have a yellow car, you got a Lamborghini or a discount. You didn't do that on purpose. You know? It just depends.